Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's session, we will learn one of the most powerful reshaping tools in Pandas, and that is melt method. It helps you turn white data into long data, perfect for plotting, analytics and machine learning pre-processing. So let's jump right in. Here is a sample data set, sales of 3 stores across 3 months. Notice that each month is a separate column, and that's a wide format. But for analysis or visualization, we often need a long format, one column for months and one for values. And that's where melt helps. Let's do an example and transform this data from white to long format using Pandas melt method. Let me create a data frame called melt, pd.melt. We will pass the data frame df, and then we will use id underscore vars parameter, and we will pass the variable store. Now what it is going to do is that we are telling Pandas to keep the store column as is and melt all other columns into 2 columns, variable and value. Let's run the code and see that. Melt. So you can see here, store column is as is, whereas the columns Jan underscore sales, Feb underscore sales and March underscore sales had been converted into a long format with a column name variable, whereas it also created a new column value for the numerical value parts. And this is how one can convert the data from to long format using melt method. Let's do another example where we are going to rename those variables, variable and value as per our choice. df underscore melt, pd.melt. Let's pass the data frame df, id underscore vars equal to store, then var underscore name. This is for renaming the variable from variable to our column name of our choice, month, then value equal to sales, and let's run the code. Oh, sorry. Value underscore name. Let's see the output. So you can see here, we can rename these columns for clarity using var underscore name and value underscore name. Now our data looks tidy, ready for plotting or aggregation. Now let's do another example where we would like to melt specific columns. And that is where the parameter called value underscore vars will come in handy. The value underscore vars parameter will control which columns need to be transformed. Let's do an example and see how it works. df underscore final, pd.melt. Let's pass the data frame df, id underscore vars equal to store, then var underscore name equal to month, value underscore name equal to sales. But we do not need all the 3 columns, which are Jan underscore sales, Feb underscore sales and March underscore sales. We would like to keep only Jan underscore sales and Feb underscore sales values. And that is where value underscore vars parameter will come in handy. Pass the list of the columns which you would like to keep, Jan underscore sales and Feb underscore sales. And let's run the code. Let's see the output. And you can see this time we have only 6 records and it is not transforming March underscore sales value. It has disregarded that particular column from our output. And that's how you reshape your data in seconds using Pandas melt method. Remember, melt turns column into rows while pivot does the opposite. This simple trick will save you tons of time when cleaning or preparing your data for analysis or visualization. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next session.